Hey, kia ora whanau, you're here with me, the maoriwargamer, and today we'll be playing a Warhammer Kill Team Battle Report. Chur. Alright whanau, and we're back with you again. Straight into mission 2 of the Space Wolves Genestealer Cult mini campaign. So the Space Wolves were routed absolutely. We did find that my opponent forgot to built a 200 point list instead of 250. So there's been a couple of additions in the form of 2 Thunderwolf Cavalry. Give them a bit of fast speed options as well, which should balance things out a bit. This is a supply drop mission, so the Genestealers have pushed forward. And there's an expected supply drop package dropping down at any point during the game. So we're going to try and seize this objective, this supply drop, when it arrives. And while we're waiting for that to arrive, we're going to try and clean off the kill team's enemy forces that are in the area. So still on Xerath, we've got a great example of the interchangeability of the Sector Mechanicus sets. Just made it into one long bit. There's still one little piece missing from the Prometheum Refinery set. If you've watched my unboxing video of that, if you haven't, take a look. But you'll be able to see more of the little dome, more of the options available. Another handy plug for my other content. So here's the Space Wolves deployment. They've got some speed this time. At the start of every turn, we roll the dice to see if the supply drop is going to come on. It lands on a 5, and you get +1 as the turns go on. So it should be interesting. The forces are all geared up, waiting for this to come down, and in the meantime, we'll be killing while we're waiting. We've already seen the kill teams that we play with. So straight into it, we're going to see who gets the first turn on a dice roll, on a roll of the die. 6 again, 4, 5. So Genestealer Cults is going to take the first turn. Go straight into that there, whanau. Hope you're loving the series so far. So leading the Space Wolves kill team detachment, we have a Wolfguard battle leader with a Thunder Hammer and a Storm Bolter. We have a 6-man Grey Hunter squad equipped with a variety of weapons, chainswords, plasma pistols, bolt guns, and a power sword. We have 2 Wolfguard, one with a Great Frost Axe and one with a Thunder Hammer and a Storm Shield. And we have 2 Thunderwolf Cavalry, one with bolt pistol and chainsword, and one with a big Frost Axe and a bolt pistol. And leading the Genestealer Cults kill team, we have a Neophyte Hybrid leader equipped with a bolt pistol and a chainsword. 14 Neophyte Hybrids. We've got 2 with mining lasers and 2 with grenade launchers. The rest just with autoguns. 4 Pure Strain Genestealers with rending claws. And a Genestealer Cults Armored Sentinel with a mining laser, a las cannon. Alright, so before we go into so Genestealer Cults turn 1, we're rolling off to see if the supply drop will arrive. On a 5. No, not this time. Alright, so in the movement phase for the Genestealer Cults on turn 1. As we wait for the supplies to drop, taking a defensive position across this building. This what is this one? Sanctum Administra Basilica or something like that. Basilicacum, something like that. Something like that, mate. Guys all locking through. These guys are waiting all to climb the ladder. And all grouped up over here. With these ones, we've agreed that units on here, they get cover if people are shooting up at them from it, but if you're on the same level, then you're not going to get cover. That includes, unless you're behind these actual cover points, that would include So this is level 2, so everything on this is considered on the same level, yeah? Cool. As well as the guys up the top get a height advantage. This is from the like the Industrial Worlds Battle Zone thing from Chapter approved. Just throw it in the mix. So with that height advantage, units that they're shooting at don't get a cover save if they're shooting on guys from a lower level. So just to keep things fresh and funky on the channel. I'm not going to release this all as one big block as well. It's going to be released in 3 episodes, all on Wednesday though, so you can watch it all, binge watch it in one great lot. But that's the movement phase. We're going to go into the shooting phase for the Genestealer Colts on turn 1. Alright, whanau, and that's the end of this turn for this Genestealer Colts on turn 1. Nothing done, no damage done at all. Surprisingly, all out of position at the moment there. They're waiting for things to spice up. So we'll come back to you with some action as we go into Space Wolves, turn 1. So, at the start of each battle round, the supply drop check is made, so he's going to roll. 5, it comes in. No. Right, so this turn is normal. Alright, so movement phase for the Space Wolves. On turn 1, just that line moving forward very slowly. But this time, I'm seeing a different strategy where he's actually taking advantage of the cover. So it's good to see you learn from your mistakes. That's a lesson for life there, whanau. You know, if you're making mistakes, if you're doing things wrong, you know, this life we're going to get one. So make those mistakes. Learn and grow from them. It's a bit of wisdom from the maoriwargamer today. Going deep and poignant. I don't know if it's pronounce it right. Poignant. You know what I'm getting. You get that sentiment. Anyway, so we're going to go see some shooting phase from the elite members of the Adeptus Astartes. So far, the Genestealer casualties are stacking up. Now we've got Mr. He's getting too cocky now, and he's trying to supercharge his plasma pistol right up into this guy here. So let's see that go off. Supercharging plasma pistol. Damn it. So close. Mohawk guy's back. Still hasn't brought a helmet with him this time. He's supercharging plasma into the Sentinel Walker. Hit. And let's work out. Freeze the wound with the supercharged plasma. Oh, suspense. And it's a wound. 6 up save for the Armored Sentinel. Failed. Does 2 damage, right? It's down to 5. Another supercharged plasma coming in. There. 1 shot. Hits. And wounds. And 6 up save. And down to 2. And that's the end of the Space Wolf's turn, I believe. No one in charge range. So, took off 4 wounds off the Armored Sentinel. Very ominous. Yeah, and then we took out 3 cultists as well over here. So, not as a clean sweep as it was for us last turn for the Genestealers. We're going to fight back though in turn to go into turn 2 for Genestealer Colts. Turn 2 on Genestealer Colts, we get to see if the supplies drop in. So this time they're dropping in on a 4. Oh, the supply drop is in. It's going to change up the way this mission goes. I'll read the rules on how that works and come back to you. So there's probably a simpler way to do this, but here we go. That's how we kind of determine where the supply drop is going to land. So I'm going to roll my d6. And it's whoever's carrying it at the end of the 5th turn. So that's how that works. Let's see where it goes. 5. So it's going to go heading downwards. Alright, and the objective, start at the centre, move 2d6 back to my deployment zone. What a blessing. That really changes up the way that the game's going to carry out. Now that I don't have to stretch, this just becomes a mission of of defense. So I'm going to respond appropriately, pulling back my forces as we hold off for another 3 turns against the Genestealer cults. We'll go and see my movement phases. Right, so with movement phase, we're just resecuring, holding this position here to keep this flank clean. It doesn't look like no one's going to be hitting it. The Genestealer's run out. Just going to chop this guy to bits. He's retreated back, holding his defensive position over the supply drop. These 2 Genestealers have seized this building here, give them the advantage shots down there, as well as these guys up here. Genestealer up here as well, other guy lurking below. Genestealers are running. Going to see some action going in as we move into the shooting phase for Genestealer cults on turn 2. The boys up here shooting into the kill team leader. He gets got a successful wound, so 2 up save. Oh! Yeah! Kill team leader down. That is going to change things up. Woo! You little beauty. Maoriwargamer! Alright, so the supply drop's sitting snugly over there in my deployment. Advanced, he's moved over here, popped the gap, which Genestealers, if we check their rules just quickly, and these guys can correct me if I'm wrong. What's it called? Swift and deadly and lightning reflexes. So I'd say swift and deadly would mean it could hop that little gap there, just a quick jump, as it's done. But correct me if I'm wrong there, whanau. I always love to get some rules corrections when they apply. We're going to go in for some charges now and hopefully get some revenge back with the mighty Genestealers. Shooting phase, absolute rubbish. Having a bad time this mission with the roll of the dice, not working in my favour. But the charges should go off. So we'll start. We'll come back to you. Alright, so end of Genestealer cults on turn 2. The supply drop is in our possession. We killed 2 more Marines. They've killed a slew of my guys, but we've got numbers where they don't. So they're going to feel those 2 losses. Hopefully we can keep up the pressure until the end of the game, going into Space Wolves turn 2. Mid phase completed. Slowly advancing the line on turn 2. Wolves climbing up on this. How does a wolf climb up the ladder? I want to allow it, but can you guys who watch these videos, can you clarify? I'm absolutely sure a wolf is not going to climb a ladder.
Claws to climb up the ladder.
Can a tank climb a ladder?
Can a Genestealer jump across an open gap?
Genestealers can jump across the open gap. That was there.
Well, a wolf can jump.
You guys clarify this for us. So apparently, because it's got the movement, it can get there. So a tank that can move like 12, can a tank just climb that? There's something in the rules. I'll check that, and I'll if I figure it out before you guys do, I'll put a little floating text below this part. Wolf climbing that, I'm pretty sure like there's a rule like this guy becomes like a cavalry. I think that doesn't allow him to, but we'll let it happen. But interested to see how that goes in the actual rules. I'll check that later today. And yeah, this one's gone. See, this one's allowable because he's gone through the door and gone up the elevator. So that one's allowable, but the other one is skeptical. I'm skeptical. And if that changes the outcome of the game, well, you'll know why. But yeah, we're going into the shooting phase for Space Wolves. Let's repeat with Orange Mohawk. Supercharging 1. Show us a 1. He hasn't got any 1s. Let's see if I was to supercharge. Oh, it works. Bad example, but man, rubbish.
Let's shoot.
4 up saves for the Genestealer. Yo! Yo! In the shooting phase for Space Wolves on turn 2, turn Rua. Just one guy dead on the Genestealer sides. So very beautiful. Very get some charges off. It's going to be an easy charge. This tactics here. I just want to show this because my Genestealer moved like 8 inches that way from here instead of walking around. So that might have put him off like maybe 2 inches. My opponent wants to charge and do charge and jump across this gap. Absolutely not allowing that. And I'm sure you guys and the viewers can say that is just the underhanded tactics that I have to deal with daily with this opponent. If you guys want to set up a game against the maoriwargamer, someone honourable, someone with values, with morals, man, I would absolutely love to find some new opponents, new armies, because these tactics, mate, trying to charge across the gap. Oh, I'm going to be the, can my Thunderwolf's going to charge that guy over there. They can move 12. I'm going to charge over here. My gollies, mate, I've never seen anything more disgusting. Yeah, so just one charge going off this time, and that guy's going to be pretty much dead. Wolf and Axe. Yeah, I'm actually just going to kill him. He's dead. And that's the end of the Space Wolves on turn 2. We're going into turn 3. Space Wolves a long way away from capturing that objective. Still, they're killing, but they're not holding anything. So let's turn the fates around. A movement phase for the Genestealer cult. Action and adventure. Actually, I've got this guy down here. He's going to pop up the ladder. Get behind that bit of wall there for some potential cover. What else is happening? These guys have advanced and moved straight in, ready for combat. With those two guys dying, that'll bring them under 50% models. And the kill team leader's gone, so we're going to start seeing some break tests there. The wolves are the big targets, still alive. Going to cause troubles. But I think we can do it. We'll get rid of a lot of their team. These guys are all just positioned across the building. They might have to run over and reinforce the point. These three here are like the last line of defense to stop these guys from storming over and coming from the back. So very tactical this game, and we're going to see some action in the shooting phase on turn 3. These guys absolutely sucked. Shot into Mohawk, nothing. Grenade launchers shot and landed 1 wound, so 1 3-up save required. Oh, suspenseful roll. Shit. Laser into that wolf. Forwards to hit. Nothing. Mining laser on this one into the wolf. Oh, that's a hit. That's a hit, baby. And it's a 3s to wound as well. That's a wound. Oh, we'll come back and check the AP. Alright, so these crappy mining lasers aren't as efficient as the optimized las cannon. Only designed for cutting through rocks and stuff. So we've got a hit. They've got 3 wounds apiece on these Thunderwolves. And that's D3 damage, not D6. So if only we had command points or some sort of something. Gonna go 5 or 6, baby, and he is dead. What? Yeah! Maoriwargamer, baby! I am the Maoriwargamer, the one, the only Maoriwargamer. I'm doing a pukana for you if you can't see it on the camera. Oh, atomized into dust, and then it scatters and blows away in the wind. Baby, that was the shot of the game. Play of the game. Oh, that's what I can do to make my battle reports cooler. a play of the game, like an Overwatch. That's the play of the game. Play of the game. And then I can rip off the Overwatch music. Yeah, baby. Maoriwargamer. Alright, finally, so end of the shooting phase for the Genestealer cults on turn 3. We did the impossible. We killed a Thunderwolf Cavalry. Very beautiful. We're going in to see some charges, which is guaranteed victory for these two Genestealers. So we'll show you that action. Alright, and end of Genestealer cults on turn 3. That combat did not go off, unfortunately. It ties up that guy for the next turn. And that is, they're now in below 50% of their army, and so we'll see some action take place as they're going to be forced to make a morale test or a panic test, whatever, I forgot what it's called. But yeah, we'll see that beautiful, sweet, crispy action. Space Wolves turn 3. And that's the movements done for the for the Space Wolves. They're all barreling up this pathway, trying to attack from the flank here. Will they succeed? Who knows? We're going to see some shooting first, and then some probable charges. End of the Genestealer Space Wolves turn. They've cleared that. They've got rid of my kill team leader. Things are going to get spicy. And they're going to do a leadership test, so they've lost 2 this turn. Roll that d6. 5 plus 2. Oh yeah, so leadership 5, so that's automatic losing 2. Woo! Very nice. The same again next turn, please.
Okay.
Come back to you, and as we go into turn 4, Genestealer cults. End of Genestealer cults on turn 4. Wait, turn 3 or 4? 4. 4.
3.
3?
Yeah.
So it's 4.
3. Is it 4 or is it 3?
So it's 4.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know, the dice say 3, I don't know if we keep track. So I've got to take their leadership test. So I haven't lost any. Safe. And yeah, nothing happened. Rolled a las cannon shot. Nothing happened. They've got to do the long walk all the way over to us. So we'll see how they go. And as we go into turn 3 for Space Wolves, turn 4. Man, I don't know. Space Wolves ran and jumped off. This guy's walking here. End of the movement phase for them on turn 3. The last 2 guys left on the field. Supercharging Plasma. He's got 2 guys left, and he's going to try and supercharge one of them. Crazy guy. Yes! Yes! He's dead! Ah! Finally! That's what I've been waiting for. 1 guy left.
He's going to fire his bolt gun into that guy.
I'm going to do it. Hit. 4s. My 3s. That's the 2, so failed. Alright, whanau, and that is the end of mission 2, the supply drop mission for our kill team mini campaign Space Wolves versus the Genestealer cults on the planet of Zerath. And again, we have had a Genestealer victory as they hold the supply drops that drop from the sky. A lot of factors that turn the game in our favour. The randomization, the dice rolling, we got the supply drop in our zone, so we just had to lock it and hold it, while the Space Wolves had the challenge of moving across the field. If it were ended the other way around, and the Genestealers had to move out of their cover, then they would have got butchered being shot in open cover with a 5-up save, would have just torn them to bits. So yeah, the Space Wolves, you know, again, with the luck of the die, they did not have a very optimal chance to win, but they did well. They brought us down to below 50%. So yeah, it was a good game. Good chance to show off our new sector Mechanicus terrain. tweak a few rules a bit, and yeah, keep things spicy. So that's 2 to 3 out of the out of this mini campaign. Go see the final. If you're following along with the mission, pop along and check out the final mission to see how things end up in this mini campaign. As a small group of Space Wolves look to see some vital objectives on Xerath. They haven't done too well so far. Hopefully things will pick up in the final mission, which you can tune into. You'll see the little video popping up to go into that right away now. Anyway, thank you for watching this one, another episode. I am the maoriwargamer whanau, as always. Thanks for watching. Ka kite anō.